I get it. So you are probably done with senior high school and you want to get yourself doing something useful during the holidays in exchange for money. Maybe your focus isn't really on the money you receive, but to gain experience working in some job for a while before proceeding to the next level of your academic journey. Whatever your reason is for wanting to work in a position after senior high school, you will most likely have to write a letter to the company or organization to secure that job. Now, I know a lot of graduates who have the intention of applying for positions in certain companies, but are put off by what exactly they should write in the letter because they do not have much experience. Now, having no experience in a certain position should never be an excuse as to why you wouldn't apply for that position. If you are thinking of applying to work as a senior high school graduate, the odds are that that job has a low entry level, and so all you need to do is to show interest in the position and apply by writing your cover letter. It's as simple as that. Usually jobs with low entry levels available to senior high school graduates include being a waiter, a shop attendant, a junior high school or primary private school teacher, a cashier, a driver, a warehouse worker, a filling station attendant, a receptionist, a courier. The list goes on and on and on. They are endless. You just have to make your research and get to know the requirements for the employment. Once you are settled on the specific position you want to apply, the next thing to do is to write your cover letter. Now, the cover letter, as you probably know, is a one-page document accompanied with your resume, or if you like, your CV, which briefly explains why you are interested in a specific position. There are advanced techniques in writing cover letters, where usually your name is written boldly at the top center of the page, with your other personal details beneath it, like this. In this video, however, we are going to be sticking with the old and traditional format of business letters, where you have your address details, either at the top right corner of the page, like this, or at the top left corner of the page, like this, with the recipient's address beneath it. Cover letters have the same structure like the old school formal letters you wrote back in senior high school. The personal address, the recipient's address, the salutation, the subject or the heading, the body, the conclusion, and subscription must all be present. So, let's first talk about the personal address. Writing your personal address can be quite tricky for the first time because you wouldn't be using your school's details for your address. How then do you write it? Your personal address must contain the following: your full name, followed by your street address. This could be your house address or the address of someone you are close to and can readily receive a mail should your recipient decide to write back to you. Better still, you can decide to use the post office address of your parents. They will all work fine for this part. The next thing you write is the town or city you are located in. Then you write your email address next, and then your phone number. The last item under the personal address you should write is the date. Of course, the date, as you probably know, isn't part of the address. It is a separate entity. That being said, we may come out with something like this for the personal address. That's it for the personal address. Next is the recipient's address. The recipient's address is found at the left side of the page, beneath the personal address. So, what are the components? So, under the recipient address, we have the name of the hiring manager, name of the company, the address of the company, the town or city where the company is located. Now, let me make some clarification. If you know the hiring manager's name, just write his full name. If you don't know the name of the hiring manager, just write the position he or she occupies. So then on your page, your personal address and recipient's address could look like this. Now on to the salutation. Once again, if you know the full name of the hiring manager, simply write it down. So you can come up with something like Dear Mark Noble as the full name of the hiring manager. Also, if you are very sure about which one of the names is the hiring manager's surname, you can simply write Dear Mr. Noble, that is if Noble is his last name, and Dear Mrs. Noble, that is if Noble is her last name. If you are not sure, however, about the gender of the hiring manager, or you simply do not know the name of the hiring manager, you could simply save yourself the stress by writing Dear Hiring Manager. This is perfectly accepted. So now the next thing you write is your heading or the subject. Your heading can be as simple as application for employment. That's it. And then straight you proceed to the body where you write your introductory paragraph. Now in your introductory paragraph, you want to first introduce yourself. Next, describe the position you are applying for and where you heard about it. You can also include how passionate you are about the position you are applying for, and also tell the hiring manager that you are the best fit for the position. In the following paragraph, you want to tell the hiring manager the skills and qualifications you have that makes you the best fit for the position you are applying to. Now, unfortunately, as a senior high school graduate, you may not possess much skills to present. So what do? You first state your recent qualification. If you took up certain positions at the senior high school, state them and explain how the experiences you got will benefit the company and help you smoothly deliver in your position. So that if you were ever a treasurer or a financial secretary for a club on campus and you are applying to take up a position as a salesperson, you could draw the experiences you got from that position on campus in explaining why you would be a better fit for the position you are applying to. If you never took up a position at all on campus, at least you must have done some volunteering work. State it and bend the language to your taste in explaining why that volunteering service will prove to be the reason why you will be dedicated to the work. Stating your skill set shouldn't be something difficult. Just take a look around you, reflect on your experiences, and state what it is that you've done in the past that proves you can do the work. Now in the next paragraph, you are going to describe the character traits you think will be highly appreciated by the company. It is obvious that every company needs someone who is reliable, someone who has good communication skills, one who can solve problems, pay attention to details, one who can work in a team, one who can easily adapt to situations. Such a person should be ready to work overtime if the need arises. All these are character traits companies admire and love. And so in the third paragraph, look out for the character traits you think you possess, which will help you carry out your work smoothly if you are employed. You have to add these character traits because usually you may not possess any skills that are relevant to the position you are applying for. These traits are universal in terms of usage for most positions. Just research and get a few of these traits you think you have and use them to your advantage. Also, take note that a maximum of 2 or 3 paragraphs is enough for the body. You don't have to write a lot even if you possess a lot of skills. That's it for the body. Let's now move on to the conclusion. You conclude your cover letter by expressing some sort of gratitude for the opportunity to apply for this position. Express your hope that the character traits and the skills you presented will be enough to be considered for the position you are applying to. End by thanking the hiring manager for considering your application. Now, the last thing we want to do for our cover letter is to subscribe. You subscribe by simply writing something like "sincerely" followed by a comma and then your full name underneath it. It is not also wrong to write something like "yours sincerely" with the "yours" starting with a capital letter and the "sincerely" starting with a small letter. A comma follows and then your full name underneath it. Take note that writing your subscription this way is best suited to the electronic mail writing system, where you can't easily get your signature as part of the subscription. If your cover letter won't be written and sent electronically and will be sent physically to the company, ensure to create a space under the "sincerely" for the signature before writing your full name. Remember, because it is a cover letter, you don't have to forget to add your CV or resume to the letter when submitting. Your CV contains in-depth information and details about your experiences and skills, which the hiring manager will look out for after reading your cover letter. So that's it for today's video on how to write a cover letter as a senior high school graduate. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified anytime a new video is uploaded. Thanks for watching.